Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihi al-kareem amma ba'd. This is a special message for our 7 new graduates of the Hifz program and their parents and families. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless these students, accept their efforts, and may Allah Azza wa Jal make them from the hamilin of the Quran, those who truly uphold the Quran. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala immensely reward the efforts that the parents have been making over all these years. This gift of the Quran is something that is irreplaceable. And it is through this book, like the hadith says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevates and raises many people through this book. They are elevated in dunya and they're elevated in akhirah. The parents, as you know, are crowned with the Taj of Karama, the crown of honor. And its light is more brilliant than the light of the sun. This is to acknowledge their effort and sacrifice, their intentions, and everything that was involved in making this happen for their children. It's truly a day for all of you to be extremely proud and happy and grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this achievement. And this day is another monumental day in the history and the journey of Al Sirat College. I would like to also make a few requests from all of you. I understand that our graduation ceremony is very incomplete because you are not able to attend. We feel that. We also felt it was very incomplete without you. However, we know that you were there in your prayers, your hearts and your minds were there, and the students felt great knowing that. Going forward, it would be extremely important for us to keep a few things in mind. Number one, I know that the students have already commenced their muraja'ah, their revision program. This is an extremely crucial aspect of their hifz. This is where we capitalize on all the effort that has been made in the previous years. If this last phase is executed correctly with consistency, with rigor and quality, then the Quran is secured in the minds of these children for life. And if we take this phase a little bit lightly, and it's very tempting to relax after so many years of hard effort, there's also the challenge of academic requirements, of work, of homework, of assessments, of exams. We understand all of that. However, we really need to push through for this last phase and make sure that it is also done with the same sacrifice and effort and consistency that the whole Hifz program was done to. Once the students have finished their muraja'ah, they will be tested on the whole Quran. And after being tested and passing, inshallah, they will be issued the official certificates, what we call the sanad of their Hifz al-Quran. And that is something that they will keep all their lives and cherish all their lives. Another request is that being a hafiz comes with a great deal of responsibility. The hafiz cannot act like just a normal person because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put the knowledge of the words of His speech inside their hearts. This is why in all the books of hadith, wherever the virtues of knowledge are mentioned, the responsibilities of practice and setting a good example are also mentioned. You huffaz are the shining lights, the stars of this school. You have done something that not everyone was able to do. In fact, very few people were able to do. But just that recognition is not sufficient. It's also important to recognize that you now have a status with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you need to maintain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not have any relationship with any of His creation. Allah treats people according to their behavior in various circumstances. So the higher a person goes, the more critical their errors become. If the leader of a country makes even a small error, it becomes a very big error. So you are gearing to become the leaders of the ummah, the upholders of the Quran, the flag bearers of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we need to be extremely careful. One hadith warns us that once a person acquires the knowledge of the Quran, it's not appropriate for them to act ignorantly with those who act ignorantly. It is not appropriate for them to engage in activities that others might deem to be okay, but it doesn't really suit the stature of a person of knowledge. And you are on your way to becoming people of knowledge. My third request is just about that. Once you have completed your muraja'ah of the Quran, continue to pursue the understanding of the Quran. The Quran is one of the greatest wonders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this world. And even if we were to spend our whole lives diving into the oceans of knowledge, of wisdom that the Quran provides, even our entire life would be insufficient. But at least make the intention that now you will start walking on the path of understanding this Quran, understanding the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that you can implement it in your own lives and you can share it with other people's lives. Your time is extremely, extremely important. Your energy is extremely, extremely important. Please be careful in how you use these resources that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, because we all have to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He will take an account from all of us. And we hope and pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes this journey easy for you. And we hope and pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants you istiqamah, consistency in reading His book throughout your lives, in practicing, in understanding, in conveying this message to the world. May Allah bless you and bless your families. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.